Hello, welcome to my channel. We're just going to get another general message from Spirit and see what comes out today. Thank you everyone who subscribed to my channel, liked and commented on the videos. I appreciate you guys so much. Welcome to everybody who is new. If the video resonates with you, I would love if you would subscribe as well. Please remember these are collective readings and not everything will resonate with you necessarily, but that's okay. Just take what does and leave the rest behind. Also, there is no gender, so you can change the roles as you need to. I just read what's on the card so it doesn't get confusing. Three of Pentacles, the Star, Two of Cups, Death, I feel like this is the energy of somebody talking to their friends, and it's like kind of like replaying the events that have happened so far, right? So Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Fool, the Moon, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. Got all three aces right here. So I feel like this Emperor person, I feel like they're in kind of like a sadder energy, like regretful. I feel like I missed my chance. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Moon, I feel like this person was kind of like a background energy. I feel like they kept their feelings from you, even though they were very passionate about how they felt about you. They saw you as the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. It's like a person that embodies like this incredibly high vibration, who is incredibly like future focused and driven and passionate and motivated, who I feel like this is your intuition. I feel like they think that you have this incredible ability to know things and see things and understand things on a level that other people cannot. I feel like they think that you have this incredibly gigantic heart, this very beautiful, unconditionally loving heart that you freely and openly share with the world, right? I feel like this full energy is how they view you as well. I feel like they think of you as like a free spirit, like a carefree kind of person, just really like floaty and beautiful. I feel like they admire you. I feel like they have so much respect for you. I feel like they kept all of these emotions and feelings hidden from you. I feel like they were too afraid to come forward, and I feel like they're talking about their friends, talking about all of that with a friend or a friend group. And I feel like their friend group is kind of like giving them a little bit of a hard time, because it's like, you know, this person, I feel like they have talked about you for such a long time and, you know, have been saying, I want to come forward, I want to tell them how I feel, what should I do, asking for advice, but then never acting on the advice, right? So I feel like this friend group is kind of being like, listen, you did this to yourself, right? You didn't do anything. You know, it's like you asked for advice, you asked us what you should do and what we thought about the situation. We told you that you should go forward, you should tell this person how you feel, and you didn't do anything. With death, I feel like the energy of death is what this friend group is telling this person. So it's kind of like making them look in a mirror. It's like, if you want something to change, you have to make a change, right? You have to take that first step forward and let this person know how you feel. You can't just watch this person from the background forever and expect them to know how you feel. Just because they're connected to their intuition and they probably do know how you feel already doesn't mean that that's okay to just let it progress from there. That's not okay, right? I feel like this friend group is kind of giving them a hard time, like almost grilling them. It's like, look in the mirror, like you did this. Like, don't sit here and be like upset about it. Do something about it, right? I feel like this friend group is like almost pushing this person out the door and be like, go and make a change, right? If you're so upset, if this is hurting you so badly, if you feel like you've lost this opportunity, then change it. Then go forward and make a move, right? Okay, more on the Emperor. Yeah, I don't really feel like this friend group is really very sympathetic. I feel like, you know, there's an understanding of love there. It is a friend group, but I feel like also they're like tired of listening to this person ask them for advice and then not taking their advice, right? Like giving them the motivation and telling them that they're ready, or, you know, helping them decide what to do, and then this person just does nothing, right? I feel like this moon energy is this person's energy. I feel like they just sit in the background and kind of like watch you from afar and just like be mad about what they aren't doing, right? Can I get more in Judgment? What's Judgment? Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, Two of Wands. I feel like this is the Emperor's energy here. I feel like they are I feel like they're a little upset with their friend group, honestly, because their friend group kind of put them in their place. You know what I mean? I feel like this emperor went to their friends and was like trying to get some sympathy, but the friend group was like, no, dude, like you did this. So why would we say, oh, poor you, when this is a result of your inaction, right? So I feel like at the same time of this person being like a little bit upset with their friend group, I feel like it has pushed them into this Two of Wands judgment energy, where this Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, it's like that information coming forward, that message, right? I feel like this is what is their next step. What is this person going to do? Can I get more on the Emperor? What's he going to do? This Emperor. Goodness. Can I get more on the Emperor? Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Hangman, Queen of Wands, Empress, Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Tower. With this Knight of Swords energy, I feel like this person, they're kind of like in their head about what to say, right? So they know that, I feel like they don't know. They don't know how you feel at this point. I feel like they did know that you cared. I feel like they did know that there was a time where you were giving them the opening energetically to come forward, but I feel like now they don't know. I feel like they've been disconnected from your energy here with the Tower and the Ten of Wands. I feel like it was a very destabilizing kind of situation. I feel like it totally threw them out of whack as far as like their balance within, because they were not in alignment with you and they could feel it, right? So the only way forward is to like reboot their system with this Six of Pentacles. But I feel like they're in their head a little bit of like, okay, so, you know, I know this person is a little bit mad at me, or maybe a lot mad at me, and so should I start by coming forward in kind of like an impulsive way and be like silly, or should I come forward and just like cry? Should I come forward and just say I love you? Like, I feel like this person is having a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out what to say first, right? They know that they would need to come forward and tell you exactly how they feel. They know that they need to tell you the truth and be honest. But as far as like that very first thing that they say to you, it's like, is it going to be accepted well if I say something silly to break the ice, right? Or to like cut the tension? I feel like they're trying to figure out a way of like, or trying to find the perfect way to start the conversation, because they don't know how you feel about them at this point, and they want you to, you know, be open to listening to what they say or have to say, and they want you to hear their feelings and all of that, but they're not sure if you want to. But either way, I feel like they are in an energy of like being motivated to come forward, because I really feel like this friend group like kind of put them in their place, like in a major way. I feel like they like I said, I feel like they wanted some sympathy from these people, and they were like, no, dude, this is your fault, right? You did this. So if you wanted to change, then you have to change it, right? I feel like this friend group like kind of laid into them and let them have it. So at the end of the day, I feel like it did motivate them, because I feel like this Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, Two of Wands is their forward moving energy, but they're also still really in their head about like what to say first. But I do feel like they are like motivated to come forward, and that is their next move. It's just like they're trying to figure out what, like how to break the ice. I need some more on the Emperor. Page of Cups, I heard I'm sorry. Seven of Pentacles. I'm seeing somebody writing a letter. Three of Cups. Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups. I feel like this friend group might know you. Like, I feel like maybe you guys have like a mutual friend, or like a shared acquaintance, or like somebody that kind of knows both of you. Maybe not like a full-blown friendship, but I feel like there's an energy of somebody in both of your guys' energy kind of being like a in-between. I'm seeing like a high school. So maybe there's somebody that you guys like went to high school with that knows you both, and it's almost the energy of, so this Three of Cups feels like a different kind of friend group than this Three of Pentacles energy. This feels like somebody only connected to this person. This Three of Cups energy, I feel like it's more connected to both of you. It's almost like, so this person went to their own friend group that doesn't really know you, maybe just from this person talking about you, but I feel like this person's friend group that was like telling them, dude, this is your fault. I feel like they stopped talking to them because they weren't getting anywhere, and then like this person chimed in that kind of knows you and is like giving them suggestions about like what you might like. Also just kind of like, I feel like this group here is like talking you up. It's like this person is, always been super loving and kind, and I'm not sure. It's an energy of like support for this person, but also like I feel like this group here is trying to help them figure out how to come forward, right? So I feel like this group here is telling them, start with an apology, like write something out, give it to them, show them what you've been thinking about, tell them in the letter all the things that you weren't able to say out loud, right? I feel like this group here is being really supportive. I feel like this group has cut this person out and been like, no, I don't want to hear it anymore unless you go forward. And this feels like tough love, though. It doesn't feel like angry and mean. It just feels like tough love. This feels like a little bit more supportive. Like, honestly, I'm seeing like, I heard sisters. So maybe this actually is just like somebody, like this person's family members or sisters, or maybe, a sister of somebody that you guys mutually know. I don't know, but I heard sisters. So I feel like this energy down here is a little bit more in like a loving space, a little bit more encouraging, and just being like, look, wear your heart on your sleeve. The best thing you can do is just be open and honest. Like, don't come forward and be silly, because that just seems like seems a little bit inappropriate, seems a little bit like not serious, right? So I feel like this group down here is telling this person, be honest, apologize for taking this, like staying in the background and not coming forward. Apologize in the way that you want to apologize. Tell your truth, lay it all out there, give it to this person, and let them react how they react. You know what I mean? Give them the space to process what you said. And I heard don't expect anything, right? So it's an energy of just like letting the energy be felt and saying what they need to say and hoping for the best. Anything else on this person? Two of Swords in the reverse. What's this? 22. The Magician. Strength. Ace of Wands. So now you have all the aces. So I feel like this is the energy of this person getting their confidence. So I feel like even though they think that you might not want to hear them out, I feel like they're not letting it block them anymore. I feel like they've come into their power. Here with the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and Strength. I feel like this group here has encouraged them to a point where, they've settled on an apology instead of like being silly or, telling a joke or whatever they were going to do before, like that ruminating energy. I feel like they've settled on the fact that they need to just be open and honest. They need to start with an apology, I feel like, and then they can tell you how they feel. And if you want to continue to listen, then, things can progress. But I feel like this person has come into their power here with the Ace of Wands, of Strength, and Magician. And that's going to be their next move. They're going to tell you how they feel because, they have to. I feel like it's pulling, like there's this energetic push and pull, right? So your energy is pulling them in because they owe you the truth and they know that. And so that's what they're going to do. Let's get you some oracles. picture. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. Wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Yeah, I mean, like, this person their energy is like, you know, future focused. This is what they want, right? Especially being under the Magician here. So it's like they want to come forward, and, you know, I don't feel like they're going to come forward with rings, but this is what they're hoping for, right? They're hoping for this relationship to further itself to the point where you guys do get married someday. That's what they want in their mind, right? That's what they're hoping for. And this is the energy that they're in now. This separation between you guys is like so heavy on their heart. I feel like they have so much regret that they like replay with this picture energy. It feels like reminiscing, right? So it's like not necessarily looking at pictures, but just kind of like replaying the things that they haven't done and they haven't said, and how they could have done things differently, and maybe it would be in a different place now. But I feel like this energy of the cactuses is really like the energy of how they're feeling on the inside. Like everything is like just pointy and uncomfortable, right? Like just it's uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable energy. This person is going through it as far as like regret and wishing they would have done things differently, but it's also motivating them here in this Ace of Wands energy to come forward and try to further this relationship by telling you their truth. So I hope that resonated for you. I hope that brought you some clarity. Please like, subscribe, or comment below, and I will talk to you later. Bye.